7th Ghana Entrepreneur Corporate Executive Awards Program has been held to honor the efforts of our entrepreneurs who have consistently worked hard to contribute in no small way to the growth of our economy. Against this background, Omnibank is very proud to be associated with this very august event. As a bank, our decision to be part of this event stems from our vision to become the leading bank for entrepreneurs' development on the African continent. Omnibank's deep commitment to entrepreneurs is further premised on the most often unsung contributions of entrepreneurs and SMEs to the growth and sustainability of the Ghanaian and African economy. It is therefore not surprising that in most African countries, including Ghana, entrepreneurs and SMEs constitute more than 90% of all registered businesses, contribute well over 60% of GDP, and account for a massive 80% of total employment, both formally and informally. Omnibank is therefore persuaded that the key to achieving sustainable development lies in holistically supporting entrepreneurs to surmount the many challenges and limitations that mitigate their growth. Mr. Chairman, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, of course, our most honorable ministers, I would like to use this platform to share some of the specific initiatives that Omnibank is taking to strengthen the development and output of this sector. I'll first and foremost like to touch on the Entrepreneurs Clinic. Based on our research and engagement with a plethora of entrepreneurs and SMEs every day, it is our deduction that there are many non-financial restrictions that inhibit their growth and success. A few of the central themes include weak management and capacity issues, knowledge and business gaps, plus non-existent good governance practices in many cases. Against this background, we believe that the solution lies in very relevant, practical, and high-impact training, coupled with the needed capacity building and mentoring. I'd like to say that Omnibank delivers all these benefits at absolutely no cost through its flagship Entrepreneurs Clinic program. I'm also happy to say that we have received countless heartwarming testimonials from participants of these clinics. And I want to take advantage of this platform to invite you all to our next Entrepreneurs and SME Clinic, which will come up very soon. I'd like to continue by saying that our profound understanding of the banking environment has revealed that most entrepreneurs are also severely hindered by the many charges they suffer on their varied bank accounts. For success to be realized, our hypothesis that every CD for the entrepreneur must count. I'm happy to announce that Omnibank is the true exception in Ghana today with our free account for all product. This truly great value for money product comes as a current account, which comes at no cost, and I repeat, absolute no cost to entrepreneurs who take up this product. Why are we doing this? Because we believe that for the Ghanaian and African entrepreneur to succeed, every city must indeed count. So get a free account today. Regardless of our expansion into other sectors, Omnibank has dedicated a whopping 90% of its total loans portfolio to entrepreneurs support. This is indeed very unparalleled in the landscape today. This means that as an entrepreneur or SME, Omnibank is uniquely positioned to address all your relevant financing needs. I have a very strong and unwavering support for this award scheme. Furthermore, we are poised to deepen our collaboration with the government of Ghana, its agencies, as well as the private sector to unlock the true potential of entrepreneurs and SMEs in the country. I'd like to conclude by saying that it's our expectation that these awards will be a great source of motivation for entrepreneurs in Ghana and beyond. On behalf of the board, management, and staff of Omnibank, as well as the planning committee of this August occasion. I congratulate all nominated entrepreneurs and wish you all a highly memorable program. Thank you for your attention.
Quick access to our well-structured and competitively priced loans and exceptional relationship management. Join our seasoned resource innovative ways to manage your business. For further information, please contact our representatives at the lobby for registration. You can also contact our call center on 0307 086 000 or visit our website www.omnibank.com.gh. Omnibank, Omni SME Clinic, more than just banking. And ladies and gentlemen, one more, let's appreciate Omnibank, our title sponsor. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we honor you, our corporate executives and entrepreneurs, particularly because of the strides you've made in your own industries and for your contribution to the economy of Ghana, but much more importantly, because of the level at which you've taken your businesses to. When I look around, I see companies which started just as single entities, the Makotlis, now Makotli Holdings. You look at the Ideal Finance, now the Ideal Group. And ladies and gentlemen, it is testament of the fact that business grows right here in Ghana. Why don't we acknowledge the government of the day and the good people of Ghana for making this happen? But tonight, we are also glad to have in our midst Ghana's Deputy Minister for Communications. Would you please say a big hello to the Honorable Vincent Odote Soa.
Chairman, Ministers of State, Her Excellency the former First Lady, captains of industry, invited guests, good evening to you all. It's not a night for long speeches, and so I'll make this very brief. My colleagues and I are thrilled to have the opportunity to be in your midst for two main reasons. One, despite the myth that it is in the midst of politicians that you find solutions to our problems, the reality is that it's in the midst of entrepreneurs that you find products and services that really solve our problems. Two, today's government is made up of a lot of men and women who, before they took up politics, were entrepreneurs themselves. And so being among you, we feel very much at home. Tonight, your award is premised on the theme, promoting economic growth through private sector development and good corporate governance. Today's government comprises people who very much believe that the path to economic growth is by empowering the private sector. And so you would notice that right from the onset, many of the things that we have been doing in these first 100 days have been activities that are aimed at ensuring that the private sector can have a firm foundation on which to build its activities this year. I am sure you recall the significant tax cuts that we announced in this year's budget. I'm sure you are aware that government is also committed to resolving the many challenges that our banking sector has been dealt with. A myriad of interventions have therefore been put in place to strengthen the capacity of banks so that they can serve you better. And I'm sure tonight, as Omnibank is explaining to you, they are beginning to position themselves to offer you products and services that make it easier for you to succeed in business. Some of the other things that government is doing includes improving the liquidity of banks by paying the state-owned enterprises-related debts that have become an overhang on our banks. There are also efforts by government to improve the single obligor limit from commercial banks so that they can give you more money to do business. Government is working with the banks to support mobile money transactions so that it's easier for you to transfer business and have your customers transfer monies to and from you, among other things. The Minister for Business Development, on whose behalf I speak tonight, the Honorable Ibrahim Awal, recently launched the National Industrialization Revitalization Program. It is an economic intervention program which will provide a stimulus of over 200 million Ghana cedis in technical and financial support to existing companies that are under distress. This intervention will create massive jobs, will promote rural industrialization, and will go a long way to help you succeed in your endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, government is also working on the National Entrepreneurship Innovation Plan, which will focus on accelerating and improving the quality of entrepreneurship and promoting innovation in our businesses. We are of the belief that creating innovative and competitive avenues like this will go a long way to grow the base of the indigenous Ghanaian companies and entrepreneurs to add value to what you are already doing. We believe that these and many other measures will bolster your efforts to succeed in business, thereby strengthen our economy, create the jobs and the incomes that we are all looking for. Tonight, your second pillar is about good corporate governance. And it goes without saying that if you take up your part, we will not succeed. And for you to take up your part, you will require a lot of good corporate governance. You know the pillars already. I don't need to bore you with them. But strong among them will be our recommendation that we rely strongly on strong boards and strong management teams so that even where we as entrepreneurs believe we know it all, there are others who can also call us to order and check us where need be. Among other things, we also encourage you as entrepreneurs to do your best to comply with the many regulatory standards in the various industries in which you play. Not only do we not want to have challenges with you as government enforcing the law, but we would want you, as you comply with these regulatory measures, to have strong businesses which will help you excel. As I resume my seat, ladies and gentlemen, let me congratulate the Entrepreneur Foundation of Ghana for organizing this awards since 2010. The scheme identifies the tremendous contribution of the private sector and recognizes outstanding entrepreneurs and corporate executives who have contributed greatly to our economy. This recognition serves as a catalyst for aspiring entrepreneurs, and so we hope that as you do more of this, more people will be encouraged to join your fold. On behalf of government, we would like to commend the EFG for this role and encourage you to do a lot more. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you to stand with me as we congratulate the bold and gallant entrepreneurs who will be receiving awards tonight. God bless you all. Thanks for your attention.
and gentlemen, the Asante Dance Theatre, with such rich display of culture.
I deem it an honor to be called upon to be the guest of honor for tonight's event. And I think that organizers chose the Ministry of Trade, which is the anchor ministry for growth and industrialization for any country, pillars for revitalizing this economy in this 4 years period that we've been given to govern the state. It is indeed a welcoming gesture for me to be in the midst of entrepreneurs such as what we have here, because myself, I see myself as a business person until I assume my political cloak. I therefore thank the organizers for choosing the Ministry of Trade and Industry to be your guest of honor. Ghana has suffered a lot in terms of industrialization, and of course we've seen in the past years the negative growth in both agriculture, industry, and everything. Today we have a new government, and it's our desire to ensure that we bring us back on track and move this country forward. If we can do this and do it properly, we need the private sector, because we've always seen the private sector as the engine of growth, and we intend to make the private sector the center for growing this economy. So therefore, the government of Ghana today, under Nana Akufo-Addo, has couched a 10-pillar strategic plan to move this country forward in terms of industrialization and growth. The first one would be the stimulus package, which the government has couched for companies and industries that are distressed. Indeed, when we came into power, we realized that there are certain companies who have suffered some kind of distress and are either going out of business or are closing down completely. And so therefore, what the government has planned is to put together a stimulus package where companies will be assessed based on their strength, depending on what they need from the government. It could be finance or funds, it could be management, it could be human capital, it could be anything. What the ministry has planned is to get assessors to visit these companies, see what their needs are, look at what they want, and get the government to hold them up so that at least we can bring these companies back on track and pick our working class to get working again. As I speak to you now, we've identified about 100 companies whom we are going to start with. And every company that thinks that they are distressed also have the right to apply for this stimulus package. Of course, the next one is the One District, One Factory, which you all know about. That is a commitment by this government to put up a factory in every district. We have 216 districts. 10 of them are in the regional capitals, I would say. 6 of them are okay because of where they are, metropolis. The remaining 200 would have to see some factory, a factory of some sort, between medium to large scale industry, a factory which would enhance the economic potential of this district. What we're doing here is to call on promoters to bring business plans which will showcase the kind of industry you want to put in that district. We need a 4 to 5 year plan with projections, financials, sustainability. A team would sit down and assess your business plan. Indeed, even if you intend to give the district assembly in this particular district equity or shares in this factory, it places you on a higher pedestal. And so therefore, we are asking Ghanaians, especially you, the private sector, because the government is not going to do this alone. And this is what people didn't understand from the beginning. I like to explain that the One District, One Factory program is not a government of Ghana operated factory program. It is going to be the private sector that's going to bring this up, but the government is going to assist you and help any which way that you want. Even if it's do with land, if it's do with electricity, if it's do with roads, the government is prepared to help in kind to get you to put up this factory. The next one that we have planned are strategic anchor industries. And as you know, we want to put up flagship industries which will sustain this economy, not in the next 10 or 20 years, but 100 years and beyond. Factories like the petrochemical industry, industrial salt, garment and textiles, and so on. Bauxite, alumina factory. You know, we have large deposits of bauxite. It is the government's plan to invest into mining this bauxite, smelting into ingots, alumina, then to the downstream car manufacturing companies, from top to bottom. Ghana and Senegal are the only countries in West Africa that are endowed with industrial salt, for example. We have over 30 million deposits of industrial salt here in Ghana. It is the government's plan to seek investment into this sector and mine this industrial salt, which is used in the petrochemical industry, which is used, of course, for those of you who come from the temperate regions, to melt snow and stuff like that. And this and many more are the strategic anchor industries that the government is looking to indulge in. The next one will be industrial parks, setting up of industrial parks. The government intends to set up at least one industrial park in each of the 10 regions of Ghana. And for these 4 years, we are looking at least do 5 of these industrial parks. Industrial parks will mainly be free zone or free trade areas where manufacturers will be allowed to bring goods in without payment of duty and are only allowed to pay duty when the goods are entering into consumption. There will be areas like what you have in the free zones. But here we have the hospitals, the residents, everything in the enclave. The government intends to call on private sector, those people who are enclave developers. We ask you to come on board. The government is going to ensure that you get the necessary amenities to put these industrial parks up, especially land, electricity, water. It is our intention to create specific product industrial parks, like a pharmaceutical industrial park, for example, where one industrial park would only encompass or only have pharmaceutical companies in them. And this also, we call on you, the private sector, to assist us. There's the SME development, bringing up our small and medium-scale enterprises to par so that they'll be able to compete with our companies outside for export, bringing up new products for export, and again, enlarging them in such a way that they can also employ more to assist our brothers and sisters who don't get work to do. And talking about SMEs, it's also important to realize that some SMEs produce goods and don't even know where to sell them. And this is where the government intends to bring about the industrial subcontracting exchange, where SMEs who produce goods at least would see some matching concept in Ghana where their produce will be picked up. There are companies, large companies in Ghana who require certain productions in Ghana, for certain materials for production, which are manufactured here in Ghana, but they don't know where to pick them from. There are some SMEs who produce some goods that large companies need, but they don't know how to give or how to find them. We're going to create a list of these large companies and small scale companies and match them in such a way that large companies would find the need to purchase their raw materials from here. Indeed, it's also our intention to seek government policy to ensure that all government contracts or government purchases will look into our local production before we look outside. And this is something that we intend to do to promote or improve our small and medium scale enterprises. Then we go on to our export development. We want to improve export development. We want to improve our export market. We want to ensure that the goods that we export out of Ghana are goods that are acceptable. Unfortunately for us today, many of our products that we are sending out gets returned or destroyed, especially those going to the United States of America. Why? Because the standards are not what they want or doesn't meet what the United States of America wants to have. So therefore, it is our intention to improve export products in terms of packaging, in terms of the kind of product, in terms of marketing, and so on. I will spare you the details because it's just too long for me to mention and we don't have time. And the next one will be business regulatory reforms. The government intends to reform businesses or regulations that affect businesses so that people who don't find themselves in the right places in terms of what business they do will understand where they belong. We know that there are some businesses which need some kind of touch to, as it were, bring them up where they can move from, let's say, from even small scale to large scale. But because of certain laws and certain regulations, they are not able to move themselves from one stage to the other. The government intends to reform or bring about regulatory reforms for businesses to grow. Then the domestic market will come in. We see that in Ghana, people refuse to buy made in Ghana goods. Why? Because we don't have proper infrastructures for retailing our products. You go to the Kumasi market, you go to the Makola market, you see some shoes laid on the ground or packed on the ground. You and I will not buy those shoes. Why? Because of where they are being sold. But if you see the same shoes being put on a shelf somewhere at the boutique, you will buy it. So we intend to improve infrastructure of retail infrastructure to make sure that at least goods that are made in Ghana get that opportunity to be picked by people who deserve or who have to pick them. A retail shop that is foreign, that found themselves in an area where they are patronized, at least 2 or 3 of their shelves will be reserved for made in Ghana goods. And this is something that we are going to do as a matter of policy. We intend to replicate all these malls you see around in every region of Ghana, just to improve the retail infrastructure of our country. And that is only when we can improve our domestic trade. And last but not the least, we'll be institutionalizing public-private sector dialogue, where the government will engage the private sector on a regular basis in terms of dialoguing. Especially looking at the Davos-style forum, we would get the private sector indulging the government as regularly as we can, so that if there are any problems or there are any issues that private sector want to bring up to government, we'll find means to solve these problems. I would say that these points, even though compressed, because each and every one of them is a whole book on its own, are going to guide our economic enhancement or economic growth from now to the 4 years that we sit in government. And we will assure you that as private sector, the government would use you as the engine of growth and get this economy to the next level. I thank you And God bless you.
May I invite to set the tone for tonight's first set of awards, the Ghana Corporate Executive Awards, Mr. Michael Otrebefi, the Executive Secretary of the Ghana Free Zones Authority. Please welcome him with a round of applause. Executive of the Year 2016. Mr. DJ, please bring it down. Thank you very much. This award recognizes a corporate executive who has demonstrated outstanding achievement, vision, innovation, and growth in the technological industrial services. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great joy to welcome the recipient of this award, the Chief Executive Officer of the Gratis Foundation, Mr. Emmanuel Asiedu. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Mr. Emmanuel Asiedu. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the IGP is availing that this move was out. A round of applause for the corporate executive who has demonstrated outstanding achievement and growth in the private sector development. Without doubt, he is the Chief Executive Officer of the Private Sector Development Ministry. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Joe Taki. Congratulations, sir. We now move to the next award, Electricals and Electronics Industry Chief Executive of the Year 2016. And this award recognizes the corporate executive who has demonstrated outstanding achievement, vision, innovation, and growth in the electrical and electronic industry. Ladies and gentlemen, the Managing Director of Electrodan Uganda Limited, Mr. Noor Sekloki. And so that's your favorite song too. Ladies and gentlemen, let's check him on as he comes to receive the award. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Noor Sekloki, and thank you very much, Mr. Carl Nelson, for doing us the honors. Ladies and gentlemen, to present the next award, please welcome the CEO of the CIMG, Chartered Institute of Marketing Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, my very good friend, Mr. Ogna Ajikun.
I took it from the
I'm the one that lost the youth. Everybody says we're through. I hope you haven't said it.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, the first award represented by Father Andrew Campbell is in respect of the Insurance Industry Chief Executive of the Year 2016. We recognize this executive who has demonstrated outstanding achievement, vision, innovation, growth in Vanguard Assurance Services. Ladies and gentlemen, the Executive Vice Chairman, Dr. Gideon Yao Amenyedo. And ladies and gentlemen, you may wonder why this man seems to be enjoying all the awards throughout his career. It's simple, it's in his name. His name is Amenyedo. Yes. Mobilizing people to work is difficult. But now when the HE is taken out, it says Amenyedo, the essence of man is work. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it's not surprising that he's had this award. A round of applause. Again, Yao Amenyedo. Congratulations, Mr. Gideon Yao Amenyedo. We celebrate you and we wish you many more laurels in the future. The next award, ladies and gentlemen, is for the Property Management Industry Chief Executive of the Year 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, without doubt, this man, we recognize him today for his corporate excellence that he's demonstrated, his vision, innovation, and growth
in the Brawl Ghana Limited Facilities Management, Property Management and Brokerage Services. The CEO of Brawl Ghana Limited, Mr. Kofi Ampong. Congratulations, Mr. Kofi Ampong. We're so proud of you. And Mr. DJ, don't kill the music like that. You just lower it a little. Yeah? It's a party. Let it go. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Mr. Kofi Ampong. Thank you, sir. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we want to say a big congratulations to the recipients of the CEO of the Banking and Finance category. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, he comes to us as the Chief Executive Officer of Unibank Ghana Limited, Mr. Felix Nyakopong. Unibank Ghana Limited, Mr. Felix Nyakopong, celebrates you today as the CEO of the year 2016 Banking and Finance category. Mr. DJ. Mr. DJ, my audience are very classy audience, I beg you. As for this kind of music, nah. Her Excellency Nana Konadu is here. She likes classy high life. Please make some mix for me right about now. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Felix Nyakopong. I say many thanks to you, Father Andrew Campbell. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. May I now respectfully invite to present the next set of awards, Her Excellency Madam Pendi Nesrin Bayazit, the Turkish ambassador to Ghana. Please welcome her with a round of applause. And so tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Her Excellency presents the first award for the CEO of the Year Investment Banking Industry. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, this award recognizes a corporate executive who has demonstrated outstanding achievement, vision, innovation, growth in the data bank financial and investment services. Ladies and gentlemen, the Group Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Kojo Adai Mensah. Ladies and gentlemen, walking very majestically and athletically, he's the Group Chief Executive Officer of the Data Bank Group, Mr. Kojo Adai Mensah. Congratulations are certainly in order, sir. We say many thanks to you, sir. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the last award represented by Her Excellency is in respect of the CEO of the year 2016, Telecommunications in. And tonight, the award will be received on this behalf.
Me and my friends at the table doing shots, keeping fast and we talk slow. Come over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I'll give it a chance. Now to my hands, stop and the man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. And I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first Ghanaian to head Ghana's leading telecommunications company, MTN, Mr. Ebenezer Chumasanti, CEO. Madam Excellency, if you be kind and do one more for me. Thank you. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the Business and ICT Consulting Services Chief Executive of the Year, Facilitation and Customs Modernization in Ghana, Chief Executive Officer, West Blue Consulting Limited. She's yours truly, Madame Valentina Minta. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, if you truly know what the single window has done for Ghana, I believe you even stand to your feet and give it a resounding round of applause. We celebrate you, Ma'am. We say congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, Madame Valentina Minta, congratulations. And thank you very much, Your Excellency, for doing us the honors. We now move to the oil and gas. Great joy to call up here the Chief Economic Officer at the U.S. Embassy, Mr. Jimmy Molden. Ladies and gentlemen, we celebrate the first Ghanaian to head Ghana's leading oil and gas company, Cosmos Energy. Would you please welcome the Vice President and Country Manager, Mr. Joe Mensah. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the first Ghanaian to head Ghana's leading oil and gas company, Cosmos Energy. And tonight we celebrate him for his vision and his innovation that he's brought into this company. Please extend to him our warmest felicitations. Right. The next award represented by Mr. Jimmy Molden is in respect of the Automotive Industry Chief Executive of the Year 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, for demonstrating outstanding achievement, vision, innovation, and growth within this industry, we confer on you this evening, ladies and gentlemen, the Country Manager, Mark Ghana Auto Limited, Mr. Raman Malhotra. The Economic Chief from the U.S. Embassy is in respect of the CEO of the Year 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, the first female Ghanaian Country Manager of IBM in Africa, the Country General Manager, Madame Angela Shamating Jimo. Ladies and gentlemen, Ghanaians are that they're making those strides right here in Ghana with global institutions. And we're so proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, the first female Ghanaian Country Manager for IBM in Africa, Madame Angela Shamating Jimo. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jimmy Molden. Thank you very much, sir, for doing us the honors. May I the food and beverage industry. Ladies and gentlemen, yet another first Ghanaian woman to head Ghana's leading food and beverages company, Nestle Ghana Limited. Please welcome Managing Director, Nestle Ghana Limited, Mrs. Frida Duplan. Because this award should not be presented, honestly. The SME Financial Services Chief Executive Officer of the Year 2016. This is an award which is given for life. And ladies and gentlemen, he's won it over and over and over. But he deserves it because he's the Chief Executive Officer of Omnibank Ghana Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Philip Oti Mensah. Congratulations, Mr. Oti Mensah, and your amazing team from Omnibank. You truly show that SME banking is at the heart of what you do. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Philip Oti Mensah. Congratulate you, sir, and your team. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause also for His Excellency Mr. Giovanni Favalli, Italian Ambassador to Ghana. Thank you very much, sir, for doing us the honors. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great joy to call up here our guest speaker, Ghana's Deputy Minister of Information, the Honorable Kojo Oppong Nkrumah, to present the next set of awards. Please welcome him warmly. And so the first award, the Honorable Deputy Minister of Pristine. Now this award recognizes a corporate executive who has demonstrated outstanding achievement, vision, innovation and growth in the cocoa buying industry, bringing Nyongkupa cocoa buying from its 13th position to the 4th position under the registered buying companies in Cocoa Board ranking. Ladies and gentlemen, is the Managing Director, Nyongkupa Cocoa Buying Limited. Please welcome Mr. Joshi Vaki. And we salute you, sir, for that impressive turnaround that you brought to this great organization. A testament of good strategy, vision, and this is why we honor you today. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Joshi Vaki. Congratulations, sir. The last award presented by the Honorable Deputy Minister is in respect of the Group Chief Executive Officer of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, this is bestowed on a successful corporate executive who has demonstrated vision, excellence, innovation and growth within a diversified services group of 15 subsidiaries and associated businesses. Ladies and gentlemen, who else the Group Chief Executive Officer, CDH Financial Holdings Limited, Mr. Emmanuel Edu Sarkodie. Certainly it's been a long time coming, but today, your vision, your tenacity, and all the great attributes you possess as a leader precede you far more than anything we can say. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Emmanuel Edu Sarkodie. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the Group CEO of the Year, Mr. Emmanuel Edu Sarkodie. And thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Minister, for giving us the honors. And so, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for all our recipients thus far, concluding the first. And if that's all we can do for a Lifetime Entrepreneur of the Year, then there's no hope. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, he comes in as the godfather of all entrepreneurs, Mr. Gobind Wadhwani, Managing Director, Kanem Industries Limited.
It's the same God who was there for you in the midnight hour. It's the same God who is God.
And all that you stand for is being awarded tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please celebrate Mr. Gobind Wadhwani, a Lifetime Entrepreneur of the Year 2016. Thank you very much, sir. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we move to the next award, to be presented by the Honorable Deputy Regional Minister for the Entrepreneur of the Year 2016, the Real Estate Development Sector. Please welcome the Director, Sethi Realty Limited, Mr. Godwin Ajay Jenfi. Now, Mr. DJ, you're attending this to a church. We came for a party. La ilaha bismillahir-rahman. This is what happens when your DJ takes Malta Guinness and Joy Daddy Bitters. No, sorry, Adonko, the one which has been banned. But ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Mr. Godwin Ajay Jenfi, CEO of Sethi Realty. What caused the delay? Delta Forces? I lie. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Entrepreneur of the Year 2016, the Real Estate Development Sector, Mr. Godwin Ajay Jenfi, CEO, Sethi Realty. How about a round of applause? And so we celebrate you, sir. And thank you very much, Madam Deputy Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for her? To present the next set of awards, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Managing Director, M&G Pharmaceuticals Limited, Mr. Gopal Vasu. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, please cheer him on with a round of applause. Cutting edge innovation and groundbreaking discoveries within his field. And this is how we celebrate you, sir. Dr. Wisdom Amaprato, Chief Executive Officer, New Crystal Health Services. Ladies and gentlemen, the Health Services Entrepreneur of the Year 2016, Dr. Wisdom Amaplato. And so the last award to be presented by Mr. Vasu is in respect of the Agro Industry Entrepreneur of the Year 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, he's demonstrated outstanding entrepreneurial achievements within the agro industry. Please welcome the Chief Executive Officer of Home Foods Processing and Cannery Limited, Madam Felicia Shumesi. Let's hear it up for Madam Felicia Shumesi, ladies and gentlemen. A man of outstanding entrepreneurial achievements within the building and construction industry. He is the Managing Director, David Walter Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. David Amankwa Jr. Woo! This is how we say success looks good on you, sir. After many years of excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. David Amankwa Jr., Managing Director, David Walter Limited. Thank you, sir. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we move to the Food and Beverage Industry Entrepreneur of the Year 2016. Please welcome the Chief Executive Officer, Gentle Giants Company Limited, Mr. Emmanuel Anani. Now the men are turning to women and women are turning to men. We'll take it like that. Ladies and gentlemen, the Food and Beverage Industry Entrepreneur of the Year, Mr. Emmanuel Anani. It will certainly be received on his behalf. Thank you very much, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move to the next award, Oil and Gas Entrepreneur of the Year 2016, for outstanding entrepreneurial achievements within the oil and gas industry. Please welcome the Chief Executive Officer, Rigweld International Services Limited, my very own classmate, Dr. Kofi Amwa Aban. And I believe if we put these two guys together, we'll get the weight of Dr. Aban. Ladies and gentlemen, they receive it on his behalf. Convey to him our warmest delight and appreciation. But most importantly, our felicitations. Ladies and gentlemen, the Oil and Gas Entrepreneur of the Year 2016, the Chief Executive Officer, Rigweld International Services Limited, Dr. Kofi Amwa Aban. And so, ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for our Deputy Minister for doing us the honors? We say many thanks to you, sir. We're so grateful. Of the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, the Honorable Ni Ajay Soa. Please welcome him with a round of applause. If the Honourable is not here, may I respectfully invite the CEO of the UK Ghana Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Tony Bergson, to do this presentation on his behalf. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend, Mr. Richard Dugan. Congratulations to you. It's been many years of working in the dark, but God was the light, and today He's shown that light on you. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Richard Dugan, Group President, Macaulay Holdings. Young Entrepreneur of the Year 2016, ladies and gentlemen, the Group President, Macaulay Holdings, Mr. Richard Dugan. Now may I say victory looks good on you, my friend. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to receive the next award, the Herbal Industry Entrepreneur of the Year 2016, for an entrepreneur who has demonstrated outstanding entrepreneurial achievements within the herbal industry. I give to you the Chief Executive Officer, Rock Care Clinic Limited, Dr. Maxwell Owusu Nkrabea. It has taken painstaking research and innovation to bring herbal medicine to its present state. And ladies and gentlemen, if we enjoy that, it's because of the ingenuity of this great man, Dr. Maxwell Owusu Nkrabea. So ladies and gentlemen, he is the Herbal Industry Entrepreneur of the Year 2016, Dr. Maxwell Owusu Nkrabea. Now you present the last one and you're off. Ladies and gentlemen, Banking and Finance Services Entrepreneur of the Year 2016. I give to you the Chief Executive Officer, Gislav Financial Services, Mr. Emmanuel Chum Obeng. Radiant as ever, ladies and gentlemen, dressed to kill, my man, Mr. Emmanuel Obeng. Oh, please receive him with a warm round of applause. Congratulations, sir. Banking and Finance Services Entrepreneur of the Year 2016, Mr. Emmanuel Chum Obeng, CEO, Gislav Financial Services. Thank you very much, Mr. Sam Atugezi, for doing us the honors. May I now respectfully invite Mr. Andrews Karas, the Missions Director, U.S. Agency for International Development, as he presents the next two awards. Mr. Andrew Karas is not here with us. Okay, may I respectfully invite to do us the honors, ladies and gentlemen, our guest of honor, the Honorable Deputy Minister of Trade and Industry, the Honorable Carlos Ahenkra. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome him with a round of applause. Infrastructure industry, hospitality, commodities, and rural banking services. This award is for the Group Chairman of the Year 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, it goes to a very unique Ghanaian, the Group Chairman, First Sky Group of Companies, Mr. Eric Sedi Kuchoche. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is all you can do for the Group Chairman of the Year 2016, I believe we need not come here next year. Let's celebrate the Group Chairman, First Sky Group of Companies, Mr. Eric Sedi Kuchoche. And although he's not here with us in person, he's faithfully represented by his lieutenants who will receive this on his behalf. Ladies and gentlemen, the Group Chairman of the Year, Mr. Eric Sedi Kuchoche. The next award, represented by the Honorable Deputy Minister, our guest of honor, is in respect of Freight and Logistics Entrepreneur Officer, BAT Freight and Logistics Limited, Mr. Joseph Kojo Baini. At least for his swag, another round of applause will do. He had to go back and redo it. Man. We celebrate you, Mr. Baini, for all that you do in the space of freight and logistics. And so, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Joseph Kojo Baini, CEO, BAT Freight and Logistics Limited, and we say many thanks to you, our guest of honor, the Honorable Carlos Ahimra, for doing us the honors. Thank you, sir. A round of applause for him, too. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great joy to call upon a very great woman made in Ghana proudly. She stood for the rights and empowerment of women all through her life, and today she joins us to present the Woman Entrepreneur of the Year 2016. Please welcome with love Ghana's former First Lady, Her Excellency Mrs. Nana Akufo-Addo Agyeman-Rawlings. Oh, please. And so tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have the good fortune of having a Mother of the Nation present to the Woman Entrepreneur of the Year 2016. This award recognizes a woman who has demonstrated outstanding entrepreneurial achievement, resulting in the success of AI Energy Group, ranked among the top listed marketing companies in Ghana. Would you please receive the CEO, AI Energy Group, Mrs. Abigail Asolange Harley. Ladies and gentlemen, from a phenomenal Ghanaian woman to yet another or better way of showing empowerment and love. Ladies and gentlemen, there she comes, the CEO, AI Energy Group, our Woman Entrepreneur of the Year 2016. And And what a joy. Oh, lovely. We say many, many, many warm felicitations to you, Mrs. Abigail Asolange Ale, for emerging the Woman Entrepreneur of the Year 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for her. Madam, please, could you stay and do one more? The stage looks, you look good on the stage. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have the honor of having former First Lady present yet another award. This one is for the Industrialist of the Year 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, recognizing this entrepreneur who has demonstrated outstanding entrepreneurial achievement as one of the premier steel industries in the West Africa sub-region, please welcome the Chief Executive Officer, B5 Plus Limited, Mr. Mukesh Thakwani. Ladies and gentlemen, Industrialist of the Year 2016, Mr. Mukesh Thakwani. And this is how we say congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause for Her Excellency, Mrs. Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings, which offers banking for free, no COT, no maintenance fees. What is the full meaning of FAFA? If you know the answer, please text A, B, or C to 150-145-2004. And so I believe the answers are here for all of us to see. Could you please project the answers? Free accounts for all, freedom for all accounts, and free all for accounts. Any of these three, A, B, or C, text to 150-145-2004. And you never know, you could walk away with something amazing from Uni Bank. Yet another celebrated Ghanaian who is doing great stuff at the Ghana Investment Promotion Center. Please welcome the COO, Mr. Carl Nelson, as he presents the next three awards. Executive Officer, Yorks Investment Limited, Mr. Seth Yeboah Okran. And he doubles as the president of the Car Rentals Association of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, please celebrate him and all the exploits he's showed for the industry. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Seth Yeboah Okran. We salute you, sir. Say many warm congratulations. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we move to the Hospitality Industry Entrepreneur of the Year 2016. This man is the brainchild of the Africa Regent Hotel, or his brainchild, I beg your pardon, is the Africa Regent Hotel, one of the leading hotels in Ghana. I give to you the Chief Executive Officer, Africa Regent Hotel, Mr. John Ado Kuffour. Ladies and gentlemen, an epitome of perfection, focus, and we celebrate you today, Mr. John Ado Kuffour, CEO, Africa Regent Hotel. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John Ado Kuffour. CU Africa Regions Hotel. How about another round of applause? Thank you. Let's now move to the Household Industry Entrepreneur of the Year 2016. And ladies and gentlemen, for leading in the fight against malaria, the mosquito coils are exceptional. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we seek to honor the chairman of BTEX Enterprises Limited. Please welcome Mr. Edmond Akoto Bamfo. He is the chairman BTEX Enterprises Limited, manufacturing some of the most efficacious mosquito coils in Ghana. So ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it up for him, Mr. Edmond Akoto Bamfo, chairman of the BTEX Enterprise Limited. And many thanks to you, Mr. Carl Nelson, for doing us the honors. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. We're gradually getting to the number one, the Entrepreneur of the Year. But before that, may I invite to present this one award for the Media Communications Entrepreneur of the Year. Please welcome outstanding entrepreneurial achievements within the print media industry. Ladies and gentlemen, a name that posterity would even remember. The CEO, Western Publications Limited, Mrs. Gina Ama-Blay. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Mrs. Gina Ama-Blay. And although she's not here, it's to be received on her behalf. Ladies and gentlemen, she's turned this little business into a whole empire, and today we honor her as the Chief Executive Officer of Western Publications Limited, being the Media Communications Entrepreneur of the Year 2016, Mrs. Gina Ama-Blay. We say many thanks to you, Deputy Minister, for doing us the honors. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. As I said earlier, we've enjoyed close bilateral relations with some of the most amazing countries around the world. Ties bordering from economic, security, and culture. But tonight, we seek to honor some members of the diplomatic community who have lent their support and enthusiasm to the cause of entrepreneurship and to corporate excellence. For the next few minutes, ladies and gentlemen, please receive to present these awards to the Woman Ambassador of the Year and the Man Ambassador of the Year. Welcome, the Honorable Charles Oredu, Ghana's Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening we recognize a Woman Ambassador of the Year 2016. This award is in recognition of your efforts in strengthening trade and economic relationship between Turkey and Ghana, which is yielding results. I think it's in recognition of your efforts in strengthening trade and economic relationship between Turkey and Ghana, which is yielding great results. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we honor her as the Woman Ambassador of the Year 2016, the Turkish Ambassador to Ghana. Please welcome Her Excellency, Madam Penelope Nesrin Bayazit. is how we say we value those close ties that our two countries have shared in strengthening trade and economic relationships. And this is just a little token of our appreciation. Ladies and gentlemen, she is the Woman Ambassador of the Year 2016, Her Excellency Madame Penbi Nesrine Bayazit. Say many thanks to you, ma'am. Congratulations. We hope for many more years of fruitful cooperation between our two countries. But you too, I said small fanfare, you've laid a big one. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we seek to honor the Ambassador of the Year 2016, the male category, and this award is in recognition of your efforts in promoting peace and security during the elections and also entrepreneurship development in Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the United States Ambassador to Ghana, His Excellency Mr. Robert Porter Jackson. And it's definitely going to be received on his behalf by the economic chief at the U.S. Embassy. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ambassador of the Year 2016, the male category, His Excellency Mr. Robert Porter Jackson. Please extend to him our warmest appreciation for all that he's done. And many thanks to you, our Honorable Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we're left with the big one, the overall Best Entrepreneur of the Year 2016. Who is it going to be? But before that, let's go for a little commercial break. Let's get back to our little raffle and our quiz, which precedes that. Omnibank has introduced a new product, FAFA, which offers banking for free. No COT, no maintenance fees. What is the full meaning of FAFA? Free accounts for all, freedom for all accounts, freedom all for accounts. I don't know, you know. If you know the answer, text A, B, or C to 050-145-2004. I take the number again, 050-145-2004. And we're right now closing. The draw is going down 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's see the winners. And here too, we say that the electoral system was hacked. But we'll go manual if need be. Okay. So do we have the results ready? Well, since our system has been hacked, we'd like to go manually. So we would announce the winner right after the show. And ladies and gentlemen, their prizes will come to them in their offices. I believe a round of applause is in order. Hey, Ghana. It's okay, thank you. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the climax of tonight's event. We seek to confer on one individual the Entrepreneur of the Year 2016. May I respectfully invite to do this grand presentation our very own guest of honor, Ghana's Deputy Minister for Trade and Industry, as he's ably assisted by the former First Lady of the Republic of Ghana, Her Excellency Mrs. Nana Konadu Agyeman Rawlings, and the And so far, flame fighters, please prepare your grandest fanfare for this last award. The overall Best Entrepreneur of the Year 2016. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we bestow this award on an outstanding entrepreneur who has demonstrated vision, excellence, innovation, and growth within a diversified services group of 15 subsidiaries in financial and non-financial services in Ghana. He is also a member of the Council of States and advisory body of the President of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, if you may be upstanding with a resounding, deafening round of applause, it will be with great joy that I give to you the overall Best Entrepreneur of the Year 2016, the founder and president of Group Ideal, and the youngest member of Ghana's Council of State, Dr. Nii Quartey Jani. And through humble beginnings, with an unwavering commitment, ladies and gentlemen, an unbending vision, this is how an empire has been built. Ladies and gentlemen, the overall Best Entrepreneur of the Year 2016 and the 7th Ghana Entrepreneurs and Corporate Excellence Awards, Dr. Nii Quartey Jani. And now, Your Majesty, as I affectionately call you, the floor is yours. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Nii Quartey Jani.
Please, respectfully, can we have a seat, please, respectfully. Thank you. Your Excellency, the former First Lady of the Republic of Ghana, Honorable Ministers, Deputy Ministers present, Your Excellencies, Ambassadors and High Commissioners here present, the President and Founder of Entrepreneurs Foundation Ghana, colleague entrepreneurs and chief executives, colleague heads of institutions from Group Ideal, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank God Almighty for today, for the honor bestowed not only on me, the Group Ideal, and all entrepreneurs here today. I also want to thank the organizers for this award. Thank you very much. Let me say that we as a people at this point have to take advantage of the various policies outlined by government to develop our country. And most often we complain as entrepreneurs also about lack of capital. But I want to thank God for how far He has brought me. A son of a fisherman. I didn't go to any of the influential schools in this country like Achimota, where Her Excellency went. I went to the best school of Adasana School. But God has been faithful to us. Here we are today. I want to encourage all young ones that you don't need a capital to start business. And I keep on saying this all the time. What you need is the right attitude. What you need is integrity. But no matter how much capital you have, if you lack integrity and the right attitude, all the investment will go waste. But once you have the right attitude and integrity, even the little, with the blessings from God, you'll make it. We started with a humble capital of 27,000 cedis in 2009, and today we are proud of having an asset of our 1 billion cedis. Yes, this is Ghana, this is our country, and yes, we can build it together. Thank you, and God bless our homeland Ghana.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the Entrepreneur of the Year, the President of Group Ideal, Dr. Nico Tejani. And now for that one big picture, may I respectfully invite all the members of the high table to please join. Let's capture this moment, after which I shall invite our members of the diplomatic corps to also join. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we shall call it an evening. Flame fighters, oh, be kind. Give me something in the background. It's a party right about now. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Honorable Deputy Ministers as they come to join the picture up here. It is said that if you're good at what you do, you let others know. But if you're great at what you do, you let others tell you. This is how we let you know that you are great at what you do, our entrepreneurs and our corporate executives. And from the Ghana Entrepreneurs Foundation, we'd like to say a very big thank you to you all for your patronage this year, and we hope that next year it will be bigger, better, and greater. So right about now, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the Entrepreneur of the Year and all our distinguished members of the high table. May I now invite all award recipients, just representatives, to come together with their plaques as we take this big picture together. All award winners, please, let's see you together. Everybody on the stage. A representative each. All award winners, let's see you on stage, please. We did it yet again, 7 times in a row, honoring corporate excellence. And ladies and gentlemen, we say congratulations to you. And may God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong. My name is Jerry Atololo, and on behalf of the Ghana Entrepreneurs Foundation, I thank you all for coming. I wish you a safe journey back home. We'll see you again next year.
From the sky.